Today, I'm sharing how to corral and organize school keepsake items and memorabilia that your children are probably bringing home and that you would like to keep. This could include anything from school pictures, favorite artwork, and report cards to sports accomplishments, photos, and miscellaneous paperwork. I prepared one of these for an expectant friend in the past, and with my sister and brother-in-law due with their first child within the next few weeks, it was time to prepare another one. This is a very easy DIY project that can be done at home in a matter of minutes. It involves 3 items, all of which are linked below in the description box. The box is a clear letter and legal-sized file box made by Iris. This was purchased through Amazon. It was a pack of 4 though. However, I've seen them sold at the Container Store as well. They're a decent size, sturdy, and designed to stack on top of one another. As for the hanging file folders, I went with these gray letter-sized ones from Smeed. If you would prefer to keep legal-sized files, this container accommodates both. I figured most children are going to be bringing home paperwork that is letter-sized with the exception of artwork. This type of folder comes in just about every color of the rainbow and then some, so I went with gray. It's clean, sophisticated, and gender neutral. This pack includes 25 folders, clear poly tabs, and replaceable white tab inserts, which I ended up tossing. I designed my own labels and sheets for each category. They are linked below. There are also several other options on Etsy and probably Pinterest as well. All of the documents were printed on cardstock. There are 15 pages. There's one for preschool, kindergarten, grades 1 through 12, and the last page includes the tabs. They include a space for a school picture and then some questions for each year. There's a space for them to write or sign their name, information regarding that specific school year, what they want to be when they grow up, favorite activities, favorite memories from that school year, favorite season, holiday, and other fun questions. As for the little tabs, in addition to there being ones for each school year, there are also ones for photos, sports, and birthday cards, along with some blanks which allow for extra categories that you might think of throughout the years. Once the tabs are cut out, the tedious process of slipping them into the clear tab holders begins. You can stagger them like I am here, or if you prefer to leave them all on one side, I've seen that done before as well, which looks very nice. I've also seen them grouped in sections of 5. Once all of the tabs were in place, the sheets for each school year were paired with their corresponding folder. I think it looks nice when this cover sheet is glued onto the front of the folder after it's filled out. In the meantime, until they reach that grade, I just slip them into the folder. Going through the folder at the end of each year and thinning it out to only include the truly sentimental items is a good habit to get into. Last but certainly not least is the icing on top of the cake, which is the labeling process. It's not necessary, however, it makes a big difference. I use an older Silhouette Cameo to cut vinyl labels. A piece of white vinyl is cut off the roll and then pressed onto the cutting mat. I already designed the label in the program, so all I need to do is hit the cut button and it starts. Once it's cut, I trim the vinyl down and add a transfer paper to it. I'm out of transfer paper, so I'm using some contact paper, which works just as well. That goes on top of the vinyl, and then a scraper of some nature is used to press the transfer paper onto the lettering. The back of the vinyl is then removed, followed by the vinyl except for the lettering. Once that is pulled away, I use tweezers to weed out the inside of the A and other miscellaneous pieces. Until I'm ready to use the label, I just restick the waxy back of the contact paper that was cut earlier. I've mentioned before how anal I am about affixing these labels centered and leveled. One slip up and more than likely the entire label has to be recut. They are little labors of love, so I certainly don't want that happening. I use painter's tape to line up where the label is going to go and ensure that it is level. I do understand that a 3-year-old is going to be less than enthused to receive a file box and folders as a gift. However, a parent that receives this will be thrilled. They now have a central location and a system in place to file all of these documents. I did make 2 of these boxes, one for my 3-year-old niece and another for my sister who is due shortly. Once the baby is born and they know the gender and name for him or her, I will cut a label to add to this other keepsake box. I think this is a wonderful gift idea for a friend or for yourself. It's a great way to showcase your children's items that both you and them will want to look back on when they're adults. They're the perfect size to be tucked away in their closet, and it is a relatively low-cost DIY project. All in all, each box cost around $24. I'll link everything that was used in the description box below so that you can make your own keepsake box at home. If you don't have children, this is also a beautiful and aesthetic way to store your own important documents. Maybe not report cards and artwork, but maybe your estate plan and tax documents.